Often, we achieve a sense of relief or resolution of internal conflicts, but soon realize that something still feels missing. This feeling of emptiness can lead to profound questions. Does complete healing truly happen? Have you ever felt that, even after overcoming difficulties, something still seemed to be lacking? Share your experience with this feeling in the comments. According to Carl Jung, this emptiness is part of a broader process of transformation, where we confront unknown aspects of our inner self. Do you know someone who has gone through a similar phase? Tell us about it. Your experiences can help others who are also facing this sense of incompleteness. The word healing carries multiple meanings which go far beyond simply eliminating an illness or resolving a temporary problem. In the psychological, spiritual, and philosophical realms, healing represents a process of integration, inner reconciliation, and personal transformation that allows the individual to achieve a more harmonious state with themselves and the world around them. To truly understand what it means to be healed, it is important to recognize that healing is not a final point, but an ongoing journey. It involves confronting our pain, recognizing our shadows, and accepting our limitations. In this process, we are often invited to leave behind old beliefs, illusions, or identities that no longer serve us and that, in some way, contributed to our suffering or blockages. Carl Jung, one of the main thinkers of self-knowledge, believed that true healing happens when we manage to integrate repressed aspects of ourselves, those parts we deny or avoid. According to him, the process of individuation, which is the path to the realization of the self, the organized center of our psyche, is only possible when we uncover and embrace our hidden parts. He used to say that he who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens. So, what does it really mean to be truly healed? Perhaps it is not just the absence of symptoms or resolved problems, but the achievement of inner harmony, a balance between our conscious desires and our unconscious aspects. In this context, there are different phases in the experience of healing. Initially, there is the recognition that something is not right, a kind of internal alarm signaling that a change is needed. Then, the work of investigation occurs, involving deep listening, confronting fears, and understanding what is behind our pain. In the third phase, there is reintegration, the moment when we assimilate our shadows, fears, and limitations, transforming them into strengths that foster our growth. Finally, there is acceptance that this journey is endless, because from a Jungian perspective, healing is a constant evolution. And have you reflected on what it truly means to be healed? Do you believe that someone can achieve definitive healing, or that it is a never-ending journey? Share your opinion in the comments. Your perspective can illuminate the path for others who are also seeking to understand the essence of healing. If we think of healing as a process of self-discovery, it involves not only resolving apparent problems but also gaining a deeper understanding of who we are. This understanding leads us to question: how willing are we to confront our most intimate pains? Are we prepared to face the shadow we carry? How do you approach this journey of self-awareness? Share your experiences or doubts with us. Your story might help someone feel less alone on this path. After going through periods of conflict, intense pain, or suffering, we often believe that healing will bring a sense of fullness and completeness. However, the most common experience on the journey of self-knowledge is the perception of an emptiness that remains even after resolving seemingly essential issues. It is a sense of absence, of something missing, a gap that rational understanding cannot fully fill. But paradoxically, this emptiness can stem from a victory, having freed ourselves from illusions and false perceptions. In this context, emptiness represents a lament of the spirit that realizes life, by itself, does not offer definitive answers or permanent solutions to the deepest questions. When we attain a certain inner peace, we may encounter a feeling of loss, as if something has disappeared, leaving a space that seems empty. There is a false impression that by eliminating our pain, we also eliminate what gives us a sense of purpose or motivation. This experience can seem discouraging, but in reality, it is an opportunity for growth. According to Jung, emptiness is a natural consequence of the process of individuation. When we say goodbye to old identities, expectations, or beliefs that limited us, we create a space that needs to be filled with something more authentic. If we do not consciously fill this space, we can feel lost or aimless. Here, the question arises: is emptiness a sign of failure or of evolution? Can we see it as a necessary phase, a kind of prerequisite for deeper change? Many authors and philosophers believe that emptiness is an essential condition for self-discovery. It functions as a fertile field where new possibilities can germinate. Although this space may seem desolate, it is the moment to recalibrate our priorities, explore our purest desires, and reconnect with what truly matters. It can be thought of as a silent invitation to look inward and establish a more honest relationship with our essence. Have you ever felt this emptiness after a great achievement or change? How did you deal with this feeling? Would you like to share a personal experience here in the comments? Your story could help someone who is still struggling to understand this very common phase in the pursuit of self-knowledge. Spiritual and philosophical perspectives indicate that this emptiness also reveals the finiteness of the human condition, our inability to reach absolute perfection or lasting peace in this life. Thus, by accepting this condition, we can transform emptiness into a bridge for a deeper understanding of ourselves. How do you interpret this moment of silence and absence? Leave your comment and join the reflection. According to Carl Jung, the journey of self-knowledge is marked by phases of confrontation, acceptance, and integration of aspects we often prefer to deny. He teaches that the process of individuation, the way to become who we truly are, requires courage to face moments of inner silence, apparent meaninglessness, and even emptiness. This emptiness, according to Jung, is not a sign of failure, but a crucial bridge to a deeper connection with our authentic essence, a space where new possibilities for growth can germinate if we are willing to remain in it. For Jung, emptiness reveals that we are on the threshold of inner transformation, an opportunity to free ourselves from old identities that no longer serve us. This phase is often ignored or feared, as many seek to avoid the silence that accompanies it, turning to external distractions or superficial routes. However, it is in this silence, in this space of apparent absence, that we find the true opportunity to know ourselves more deeply, perceiving what is often hidden beneath social masks or illusions. One of Jung's most relevant concepts in this moment is the shadow. When we face emptiness, we are often also confronting parts we reject in ourselves, aspects we prefer to hide or deny. This experience of emptiness, therefore, is an opportunity to integrate these aspects, embrace them, and move toward a more full and conscious individuation. From Jung's perspective, this moment of emptiness should not be seen as a phase of failure, but as a necessary part of the process of self-discovery. It is in moments of silence that we can establish a more authentic connection with our true self, what often goes unnoticed in the rush of everyday life. This connection requires courage to remain in uncertainty, doubt, and the silence itself. It is a willingness to accept what arises in this empty space, trusting that by doing so, we are preparing for a deeper, genuine transformation. And the phrase I want you to memorize, reflect on, and share exactly as it is in the comments is, when you feel empty after being healed, it is in this silence that your true self begins to reveal itself to you. Leave. This phrase recorded in the comments. Your experience and reflection can help others understand that this emptiness is part of the path, and that by accepting it, we can progress toward a more genuine phase of self-knowledge. Throughout this reflection, we explored the complex relationship between healing and emptiness, understanding that often true growth occurs precisely in moments of inner silence. As Jung suggested, the path of self-discovery is not linear nor always comfortable. It requires courage to stay in the void, in uncertainty, because it is in this space that we find ourselves in a more authentic way. This phase of silence may seem desolate at first glance, but in truth, it is a rare opportunity to reconnect with what is deepest within us. Accepting the emptiness as part of the process is opening space for new possibilities to flourish, transforming this sense of absence into a bridge toward a more conscious and genuine version of who we truly are. Reflecting on all this, remember that true growth is not a final destination, but a continuous journey of self-knowledge and acceptance. The emptiness warned by silence can, in fact, be a sign that you are on the right path, even if you do not yet have complete clarity about the course. Respect this moment, embrace it, and be willing to explore what arises within it. After all, it is in this silence that many of the greatest discoveries are often made. And to conclude, a phrase for you to memorize and share exactly as it is in the comments. In emptiness, we find our most authentic essence. Each stage of the self-discovery journey brings its challenges and revelations. By learning to welcome emptiness, we take an important step toward a more authentic and conscious life. Remember that silence and the space of uncertainty are not enemies, but allies that invite us to dive deeper into ourselves. Trust the process, respect the time your inner self needs, and know that all true transformation begins from within. May this reflection inspire you to embrace each phase of your path with courage and compassion. Continue exploring and discovering the beauty that resides in your own silence. Be gentle with yourself, and remember, self-knowledge is a never-ending journey, where every emptiness is an opportunity for renewal. You are on the right path,